Hello, beautiful people. This is your girl Lovo, and this is my blue and white affair for the beach in my me time. As you can see, I have a blue and white bag that I actually got compliments of Walmart back in the day. I do have a nice stripy plain white swimsuit cover up, compliments of Shein actually. And you can see my mosquito repellent because I'm going to be out on somebody's beach for a few hours. And you can also see my hat, blue and white. Surprisingly came compliments of Publix. Random find. I do live in Southwest Florida. And then you could see my fun little swim shoes. Well, shoes for the beach, I would say. Sandals, slides, whatever you want to call them. Compliments of Shein. And the fun swimsuit is actually compliments of Shein as well as the fun earrings. Like, get into it, sis. Get into it. Okay, time to put this on and head out to the beach. The water feels absolutely amazing, and it looks just as beautiful too. Sometimes you just have to get out and enjoy the view. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Lovo, and welcome to Afro Girl Speaks. And today I just simply wanted to talk about me time. So, today is June 1st of 2024, and I decided that I was going to spend some me time with self at the beach. So it's not where you just see solo dating and all this stuff. By nature, I'm an ambivert. So what does that mean? Instead of someone who's an extrovert who's drawn to people because of their energy and effort and just get excited around being around people, or introvert who likes time by themselves, I am the happy medium. I like time with people and I like time by myself to regroup and recalibrate. Me time for me is just time to pour back into myself, because you can give so much of yourself and then you lose yourself in the equation. So me time is quite essential to me because it gives me that space to just release, relate, and just sit down and just pour back into myself. So the reason I decided this morning, hey, I'm going to lay up on somebody's beach. And I live in beautiful Southwest Florida. Hence why the weather is amazing today. Hot, but amazing nonetheless. And hence why you see me in a swimsuit. So, I decided that I was going to be on somebody's beach. And that beach of choice is beautiful Vanderbilt Beach, located in Naples, Florida. So I took myself out there with my dreams, my goals, my thoughts, and just a sense of relaxation. And I just needed to sit there and just pour back into myself. I even took the time to walk in the water. I took the time to just enjoy the scenery around me. And now I spend like 4 hours later, here I am back at my home, hearing the chirping birds in the air, and partaking of that which was poured into me. I had the sun bronze me up some more, and it was just a time, and the water was so refreshing and light and beautiful, aesthetically beautiful to the eye. So I say this to say that a lot of times we get so caught up in whether you're extrovert, introvert, ambivert like myself, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you find time for self, quote unquote, me time. Find time to pour back into you. And it could be as simple as taking a stroll in a park. It can be as simple as going to an art museum. It could be as simple as just sitting down somewhere where it's a place of solitude where you just get to just relax and unwind your mind. I know I had a pretty busy work week myself, and finding myself on somebody's beach was essential for me to just release and just let be. you know, just let life be. So I just share some pictures in terms of my time at the beach, and even prior to going to the beach, the look. The look I wore. I enjoy a big hat, as you can see. I enjoy a fun swimwear and a fun cover up too. I mean, hey, why not? It's me pouring back into me, and so I just said, you know what? Let's just go full throttle with it. And this is quite fitting for me at this time because I remember I wanted to launch my YouTube channel about 2 years ago, and I'm going to do another video actually, diving deep into why that didn't occur. But pretty much it's been a delayed process, but not a denied one, because I'm now in a proper space and environment and season in my life that affords me the opportunity to actually give my full energy to building my channel and growing with my channel. If you stumbled upon this video and you look back at some of my previous videos, you may say, hey, this video is over a year old, or this video is over 2 years old. She hasn't posted consistently. Why is she posting now? Well, now is the season for me to actually establish my channel and connect with you all. And I look forward to that journey. In the meantime, between time, please like, subscribe, and join my tribe, and we can grow together as I share different types of videos on my platform with you. But yeah, taking back to the me time to me is essential, because I think we're in a space where a lot of people are rushing the hustle, the bustle of life. They don't really have time to really focus on pouring back into themselves, making themselves a priority. I mean, even if you're in a relationship, whether it be a marriage or it just be a monogamous relationship, sometimes you're so consumed in the actual relationship, finding time for you, even if you're like not just someone's spouse, but you have children in the equation, you're like, Logo, where and now can I find time for me? And that's a real statement, because life can really bog you down sometimes, and you're wondering, where am I in the equation? I say this to you, you have to make time for you. It could be 15 to 20 to 30 minutes of allocated time just for you. You could tell the whole house, just shut it down for these 30 minutes and let me just pour back into me. Because it's important to pour back into you, because you cannot show up as your best self, and you cannot be a blessing to anybody until you're something to yourself first. So I say this from a place of understanding. I say this from a place of I am what I speak, that I can't be a blessing to you until I'm a blessing to me first. And that's what me time gives me. It gives me a chance to be a blessing to me first, to pour into my life in the sense of giving me peace, allowing my thoughts to flow, allowing me to be more in sync, more in tune with self. So therefore, when I show up in the world and I show up for my family, friends, associates, business, work, opportunities, I show up holistically. I show up as a whole person, sound, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's what me time affords me. It affords me to be grounded and to know that this time is a time to pour. When I pour into myself, this time allows me to be a better version of me, instead of just being lackluster. I'm overcommitted, I'm stressed out, and I don't have anything else to give, because I've given it all. So on this fine Saturday, I decided, you know what? We're just going to go with the flow. We're just going to take time for self. We're just going to do time by self, by myself, hence me time. It's just time to just look at my life, reevaluate some things in my life, and readjust. So, in my time of me time, some of you may inquire, so Lola, what did you do during your profound me time on the beach? Like, were you just laying there? Actually, I did a combination of things. When I initially arrived at the beach, I ordered a chair and umbrella so that the sun wasn't directly on me. Even though I have this oversized hat, it still is a hot day. I mean, we're in the 90s. So I wanted extra protection and comfort. So I had my beach towel and stuff. So I got myself situated on the beach. The next thing I did was I pulled out a book and I started reading Pastor Darius Daniels' book, Relational IQ. Very profound so far in my reading. And so I read a few chapters of that. And then I decided to go ahead and rest a little. I actually took a little cat nap in my little chair on the beach. Put my hat down a little bit like this and laid up in the shade and rested some. And then after that, I proceeded to go ahead and be refreshed by the ocean. The water felt so good. The contrast between the hot sand and the cool water, it was just a nice blend. So I partook of standing in the water, enjoying the water, and it was cooling, it was refreshing. So I did that. And then afterwards, I came back. I laid back again and relaxed. And I just took paper to pen and decided to jot down a few things that I wanted to accomplish and fulfill. And then I decided, it was time for me to parlay. 4 hours later, I think almost 4 to 5 hours later, I was off the beach. And now I'm back home in my terrain, which isn't too far from that area, because I went to a place not too far from where I live. And yeah, it was just deserved. It's nice to know that an area that beautiful exists in my own backyard. And then the other component is that I could be replenished like that. You know what I'm saying? I could sit up there and be like, oh, now I feel good about that. So it was just a beautiful experience. It was something that I truly needed more than I thought I did. And I look forward to more moments like that. Sometimes I think people think in order to be rejuvenated and refreshed, you feel you have to go off to some island somewhere. And sometimes it could be somewhere neighboring to you. For me, because I live in beautiful Southwest Florida, hey, where I live, I'm 2 hours away. I'm 2 hours south of Tampa. I'm 2 hours away from Miami, the other coast. So South Florida, the East Coast for me. And then, so you talk about your Miami, your Fort Lauderdale and stuff. So if I want to change the scenery, I'm 2 hours away from that. The other component is if I want to go to the East Coast and go to Orlando, I'm another 3.5 hours away from that. And the beautiful thing about Florida, especially South Florida, Central Florida and all that, it's all different. Florida, North, South, East, and West, Central, we're all different. Southwest is different from Southeast. So because it's all different and there are different things and activities that take place in our respective areas, change of scenery helps someone like me refresh and regroup. And I think it's something you can make applicable to your life too. So from time to time, I'm going to share some videos of you on creative ways that I spend me time with myself. And, just to give you some perspective and ideas how you can incorporate this type of lifestyle in your life. And it could be simply just relaxing, reclining in a quiet space in your house, honey. It doesn't require much, but when you find time for self, and to pour into self, it takes you to another level. And I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. I felt very refreshed, very renewed, clearer in ideas, concepts, and thoughts. Hydrated. I went out there with plenty of water, so I stayed hydrated. And now I'm back in my beautiful abode, and just sitting outside, partaking of this beautiful day, clear skies, looking at some of the plants in my yard and such, and to just decide to sit down and have a chit chat with you all. And me time gives you a better perspective of life in general. A lot of times, because we're running around and we're just like on the hustle and bustle, you don't know what to do with your life. At this time, you hear a lot about recession, people losing homes, people losing all types of things, people losing peace of mind, inflation. And all those things will make you hostile. All those things will make you fearful. All those things will make you feel unrest. But when you find time for yourself, it gives you a chance to think life over, to think situations over, and have peace of mind, peace of heart, and all things. So I'm grateful that I not only was afforded to have this time, but that I was able to impart into myself and actually get away and go somewhere that I enjoy being. So with that, all of that, I just want to say, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever time you may be watching this video, like, subscribe, join my tribe, leave a comment on how would you spend me time and how would you invest and impart into your life. And what are things you enjoy doing by yourself, excluding everybody else, that gives you the ability to fill your cup back over and be refreshed and show up brand new and shiny in the world, where you can be a blessing and not a curse to those around you, and they in turn can bless you because it's reciprocity here, you know? I think the way you show up and the way you pour is the way you receive. So you want to show up the best you can possibly be. In the meantime, in between time, have a blessed, abundant, and safe day. And I look forward to connecting with you in my next video. Bye. Have a blessed one. Bye, beautiful people. Like and subscribe and join my tribe, and check you out in the next video. Bye.